What if the person you think you are isn't who you have to be? Have you ever looked around at your life and wondered, how did I get here? Maybe things didn't turn out the way you imagined they would. Maybe you've lost people. Maybe you've lost parts of yourself. Maybe you're carrying grief, regret, disappointment, or memories you wish you could leave behind. And maybe somewhere along the way, you started believing that this is just who you are, that the story has already been written. But what if it hasn't? Sometimes the things that happen to us become the lens through which we see ourselves. A loss, a mistake, a rejection, a wound, and over time, we begin to mistake those experiences for our identity. We start believing that what happened to us is who we are, but maybe they're not the same thing. Maybe you've been carrying a story about yourself that was never meant to be true. Maybe you've told yourself you're too damaged, that you've made too many mistakes, that it's too late, that nobody could ever love the real you. But I don't think you're damaged. I think you've been carrying things for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to put them down. And maybe that's where forgiveness begins. Not by pretending nothing happened, not by excusing the pain, not by erasing the mistakes, but by deciding you don't have to carry them forever. Maybe forgiveness is a moment you stop punishing yourself for being human. Maybe it's the first breath after years of holding everything in. A little space. Space to breathe. Space to feel. Space to imagine something different. And maybe in that space, possibility returns. For a long time, I thought self-discovery meant finding who I was. Like there was one true version of me hidden somewhere underneath everything I had been through. But now I wonder if maybe self-discovery is less about finding a final answer and more about choosing who we become. Maybe we don't find ourselves. Maybe we create ourselves. One choice at a time. One honest conversation. One moment of courage. One act of forgiveness. One day where we decide to keep going, even when we don't know how. Growth doesn't always look beautiful at first. Sometimes it happens underground, quietly, in the dark, like a seed. Before a tree ever reaches the sky, it has to grow roots. And maybe we are the same. Maybe the smallest choices matter more than we think. The choice to rest, to ask for help, to forgive yourself a little, to believe even for 1 second that change is possible. Because before anything can grow, something has to be planted. So if you feel lost, If you feel like your life isn't going the way you wanted, if you feel like the story has already been written, maybe this is your reminder. You are not finished. You are not trapped. You are still becoming. Plant the seed.